In my toy collection there are probably 150 or 200 spinners of all sorts, and in this section are yo-yos. There's a kind of subsection of the spinners, the tops and so on. And in the section here I think are the most interesting of the yo-yos that I've come across over 30-40 years of collecting. For instance, this wonderful one from the early 90s which Fred de Merck produced, a turbo sparkler. These little pieces fly outwards when they're being spun round fast. You get a most lovely effect. It changes shape. It's called a turbo sparkler. It's got diffraction grating paper on it, and they turn out like little wheels turning around at the edge. It's extraordinary how it changes its shape as it's performing. It performs quite well too. I'm not a very good yo-yoist, but it does do its job very nicely. It doesn't sleep, but there we are. Another one which I like very much because it's so unexpected. This one I thought it was an yo-yo with a spring inside it, but it's not. There's, there's a wheel. There's no spring, and when you perform it, it will actually go up and down quite nicely. A little helicopter. There's an inertia wheel inside, which is speeding up and allowing the string to be gathered in the wind up the other way. A nice idea that. And then to wind it up at the end, you just flick the propeller blades, and it is ready to play as a helicopter. Yo-yos on the whole are round, but don't have to always be round. This one, for instance, quirky as it is, yo-yos perfectly well, even though it's square. The point being is that the centre of mass, the centre of gravity, is exactly where the axle is, and that's what it's got to perform. So if I yo-yo with this one, again this won't sleep, but it'll just go up and down. It yo-yos quite nicely. Up and down and down and up. A square yo-yo, triangular, any shape you like, but as long as the centre of mass is exactly where the axle is, that's all it needs. Sometime in the mid-90s, an American came up with the idea of a yo-yo with not a string, but a ribbon, and a rather nice little rainbow ribbon on it too. They called it a ribbon yo-yo, of course. And it works reasonably well. Not very strong, but it's very pretty. Ribbon yo-yo. And you get a nice straight rainbow appearing from it. That's nicely made. And very unusual. No one's ever done anything quite like it before or since. This is one of the wackiest, most bizarre ones I think I've ever come across. I think it's Chinese, or it's a craft one. It looks like an orange. It's got these little dangly child's little bells on it. And it's supposed to yo-yo. Well, it hardly does it, actually, to be honest. There's a bit too much friction going on there, but I'll keep trying. And they make a good noise as well. Just about works, but only just. I really got it because it's such a wacky, bizarre shape. Here's, send it back to the designers, I think. This is a crow-yo. This is one of these yo-ball ideas where there's a spring inside it which tries to pull itself back again. So there's no inertia wheel, but when you do this, you get this wonderful action of the blackbird, well actually it's supposed to be a crow, flapping its wings. Let's have a go. Should squawk at the same time. Nice name for this one too. They call it a crow-yo. Nice. A motorised yo-yo is a very bizarre idea. It's got a battery inside it, it's got a ball at the end, and you just release it and then let it go down, and then whap and woof, every which way, almost as if you're actually doing stunts. Very strange idea, that. A motorised yo-yo. And the last yo-yo is an inversion of a yo-yo. A yo-yo is something which starts here and goes down the string, comes back up again, down and up. What about yo-yo goes the opposite way? It goes up and then comes down again. Possible? Well, a company about 15 years ago did produce one. It was a balloon, like this, a yo balloon. And when it's blown up, it looks like this. This is a helium balloon. It's got a string going around the middle of it. When I set it yo-ing, it will go very, very slowly, but it will go upwards and then come down the string again with a bit of a twist. And then up again. And down again. What a strange idea. Perhaps you should be watching this with upside down glasses or something. So many, many yo-yos out there, so it's over to you to come up with an idea yourself. Yo-yos.